Hi all, welcome to PowerShell for Penetration Testers at Pentester Academy. In this video, we continue our discussion of PowerShell remoting and move on to one-to-one remoting. We will see about the PS session, which is an interactive session in PowerShell. PS session runs in a new process on a target machine. It is stateful and provides a PowerShell prompt or session on a remote machine. Let's run version 2 of PowerShell. Now let's see what all is available for PowerShell sessions. There are many commands and help files. Make sure that you read the help files. Now let's use the new PS session commandlet to create a session on our target domain PC with the credentials known to us. As you can see that a session has been created to this machine with state and configuration, etc. Now we can get a list of available PS sessions using the get PS session command. A difference in the way PowerShell version 2 handles get PS session and how PowerShell version 3 handles PS session is interesting. While in PowerShell version 2, we are able to list only the sessions created in the current PowerShell session, whereas in PowerShell version 3, if we use get PS session computer name domain PC, in case of PowerShell version 3, this will list all the sessions to the domain PC computer. First of all, to check, if we have not discussed it earlier, to check your PowerShell version, use the PS version table variable. As you can see, the PS version for this session is 2.0. Now we created this PS session. To use it, we need to use the enter PS session commandlet, which provides for connecting using name, ID, etc. So let's use the ID parameter and connect to this PowerShell session. As you can see, there is a change in the PowerShell prompt, and this denotes that we are sitting on a remote machine now. Let's check a couple of things to ensure that we are indeed on a remote machine. Now we can execute any commandlet or native command within this PowerShell prompt, and it could be executed on the remote machine. We can play with this run all the commandlets which we have seen earlier. You can try all the code and it will be executed on the remote machine. Notice this process. This process gets started when we use PowerShell remoting. So let's leave this thing for now. We can either use exit PS session or simple exit. Both have the same effect. So that's a simple PS session. Now let's move on to the exercise. First of all, try connecting a PS session to a VM. You may need to use this commandlet on your lab machine. If it is not a Windows Server 2012 machine, you will have to enable PowerShell remoting on your VM. And again, if it is not part of a lab domain, then you have to use the update the trusted hosts list as seen in the previous video. Now, a bit of a theoretical sort of exercise. After you are done trying a PS session to your VM, compare the enter PS session to PS exec. Think over pros and cons. I've listed a couple of these. Just think that which one is easier to use, provides better commands, and what are the detection rates. Another thing which I may like to add is there is actually no need to use a new PS session with the enter PS session command. You can always use the enter PS session command directly, which provides you with an interactive session to the remote machine. Now, when we created a PS session here, it is not a good idea to leave PS sessions on remote machines. We can use the remove PS session commandlet to remove the PS sessions. I think this is stuck, so just use the remove PS session command for the PS sessions you are not using and try this exercise. That is all for this video. If you are enjoying your time at Pentester Academy, please recommend us to your friends and colleagues in information security community.